Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is a different type of video, right? I want to really talk about something that has been going on with our students that we've been mentoring, and I see it a lot in the Amazon bait. I've seen that the reason I made this video was, look at this over here, right? This is one of our students over here. I just did a testimonial video with him. Another sleepless night, getting ready to work. 45 days, he did 50K, right? And I see the same people come into this model for 45 days or 60 days, and they're still haven't gotten it for sale. They still haven't, even gotten it engaged in a single product day. Most of the time, is equivalent. And I really wanted to talk about the big frame and mental shift that you have to have when you're doing Amazon FBA. For this, I've done multiple six figures in profit, at least selling name brand product on Amazon. I started as a business with $500, door dashing every single day with my refund check. Fast forward now, making multiple six figures in profit online, reselling name brand products. Plus, I've helped over 50 to 100 people, start profitable $5,000 to $10,000 in profit businesses, right? Some of the people, they've gone on, they're doing their own thing. Some of the people are still in the group, hanging around, teaching other people. And what I've noted, working with over 50 to 100 people, some of them have succeeded, some of them haven't. And the biggest thing that all the people that succeeded, the one trait that they practice was delayed gratification, right? With Amazon, having delayed gratification is like, it's a non-negotiable. Because once you understand the app and being able to follow the Amazon process, right? Hoping for Amazon to actually process you, or whether they're submitting the ungate application in 5, 10, 15, 20 time, right? I was thinking, I was like, I haven't been using it in a while. And I was like, what could be the most productive thing I had to talk about? I could talk about ungating. I could talk about kicking product. I had a 7-hour course. You guys have all the information. But what I see, the number one thing that differentiates is that the person that, that crushed it, the person that, gets this 10K the first 30 days, the person that gets the 30K the first couple of months, is the frame going into this understanding that it's okay if I like it deny 5, 10 times of the other day. It's okay that Amazon loses 2 of my units. It's okay if I'm selling this product for a great even, because I understand that once I get it over this space, 200 plus sales, 400 plus sales, 600 plus sales, I'm going to have a lot in this cities. We have so many students. It's so funny. It's harder to you probably see the testimonial videos of a long ago, and they're earners just come in and they're like, hey, I had $30,000. Hey, I had $40,000. Hey, I hit a perfect wholesale now. And then I was like, wow, it's been literally 6 to 8 months. Well, less than a year to the part. And I see a lot of people, they don't come into this frame. They come into this frame, and it's this business all thinking, if I fail my first 2 actions that I did, if I can't find a proper product in my first 3, 4, or 5 hours of sorry, the business model, but first video, if I don't find a proper product, then I failed this business model, right? Or the first couple of weeks, they can't get engaged for 100 plus video on a day, or a 10 plus video on a day. They're like, this is a business model that doesn't work, and then they go ahead and try to do another business. And I've seen it, right? One thing that really helps you just like understand, really, I'm speaking from just seeing so many people come in with this frame and hit the first $10,000 as the first month, multiple times. And I see people come in that are motivated to have this swing and everything, but they just can't price the labor out of page. They can't wait. They can't be patient enough to build that development and Amazon business. And that's the reason why, they ended up quitting. Then they have been a move of choosing the business model. Because the same adversity, right? I hope you guys understand. And I'm speaking this for 2.5 years, being in this debate, not being this debate, going through the issues, then it helps other people go into the issues, right? There's some people, they're not actively doing it. Or there's some people that they've been in success and doing it, but they don't have the experience of seeing it from somebody else. Maybe you have a job, right? Maybe you have family that you could be. Maybe you're in college, right? And just seeing all these people with this frame, this mentality, get the facts, the way they got applications, that I understand that anything worthwhile is only to take at least 3 to 6 to 9 months of focus. And that it's okay if you're not profitable or loses money in for a month, because that is a business. And I think the worst thing to happen right now is social media. You're seeing all these people, I made 10 day my perfect mall. Well, it is possible, but most of the times I'm not going to be, right? And I really wanted to make this a video. If you're going to be doing Amazon FBA, if you're going to be pursuing this whole time, I really wanted to set it at Asian Warriors. Like, this is not to get a risk with my team. This is the best way, right? Like, because you're not even building a brand. You're not even paying for the guys in making any products. This is the best way for somebody. Maybe he has a job. Maybe he just wants an extra source and it will know. Maybe you want to replace your income, right? But you can't take any decision on it. You're making decisions that with it. And I go 10,000 reasons why you start. But if you can't understand that if you want access to Amazon platform, if you want access to selling to hundreds of thousands of people without learning how to run ads, right? You might not go through a game. You won't even get Amazon Section 3, and you might have to apply. And if they might get your account deactivated, but be off in the mail as a supplier all the time. I hope you get, and then you have to keep your on. You do your potato profit. There's going to be a verdict that won't happen. And I think business isn't for everybody, but I think it is generally, and you shouldn't see business as actual. Because getting them the other side, one of the most fulfilling things is just immediately wake up every single day. Like, I'm literally in the comfort of my own home, right? I'm able to, I decide how much money I can make because I can get out and I can sort as much as I want. But when I was like, right? I probably made only a couple $100 in my first month. These are well-light expectations, right? And the reason I made this video, I keep putting out on the video, but the reason I make this video is I seen this thing over here. I seen this as one of our students in our group, and I'm like, this is something that I've noticed. And I didn't people in our group, I didn't people in mentorship, and I didn't people that reach out. Every single person, whether it's people that are doing either a business, people that are doing, Amazon businesses that aren't any posts in it, it's just communicating and I go it. They all has one priority. And then I'm going to say it go up, you have to go down. Sometimes just your cut has the sound. Sometimes just go down to invest into yourself. Right? It's not just showing to the 85 pop. Right? If you were just there going up, you're just getting richer and richer, everybody would be you. And I realized in a community though, like if I really want to make this about my full time, like make it all live in my environment, all want to have the freedom, I need to be able to do what the hell you want to do. So when I got deactivated for the first time, when I got on purpose, I became complaining a lot of thousands about. I realized that this was hard of the processes, right? The biggest point was just becoming the version of self that I was able to make this whole time income. And that was the biggest thing. And once I understood that flip, I started looking at all the issue versus the I was facing, and I was like, this is not bad. I was just going to be better at well. There's going to be a time where this issue happens to me again, and since I already went through it, and then I already have the proof of concept, I see myself get through those issues, and my body business didn't get destroyed, right? Like, I'm still living, same thing and everything, right? It wasn't that bad. And then this is just a part of the process. And I understand that every month there's going to be something that happens. And I'm going to tactic, and I'm not that, right? As a business owner, your job is to put out fires. And then the fires don't just get smaller, and once you get to a point, you should just become better. So, the number one thing I would do is just make sure you're very ambitious about. When you're going into these videos, when you're going into the videos, make sure you're hitting after, and when you're going into the videos, after making sure that you're implementing, what we're actually teaching these videos, right? Because at the end of the day, I was stuck in that loop where I was watching all these videos, I was watching the 10-hour course that I was never taking action in any consistent range. There's just waste time as any venture. So to get back to the point, the number one thing is don't your brain don't need to be. Or don't even hey, I'm okay getting denied going on just as I understand. Other Amazon sellers just quit at this point. If I wanted to get to the point that they wanted to get to, I have to make sacrifices that they weren't willing to make. Doesn't mean only that I want a year. I feel it's in my life duty to tell you that. Because once you go with this frame, this whole thing is going to become a lot more available. I always like telling people, there's nobody can ever fail business or they just quit it. They just quit it. If you're being there for at least 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're not constantly trying to get one more better every single time, it's impossible that you aren't fail. So that was my 10 cents. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you approach more videos like these, and everyone enjoy more value. Let's have an insane 2026. See you guys.